Thanks, Rachel. Welcome back. The Swansea Arena on day 3 of the BetVictor Snooker Shootout. We welcome now our next 2 players, the former under-21 European champion, Wales' own Action Jackson Page, and the former world champion, the Pocket Dynamo, Graham Dott.
The third evening of the shootout, and now our MC Phil Seymour has succumbed to the shootout insanity. What was he wearing? We've got quite a few Santas in the house this evening, and we've got a cracking match in the offing here between the former world champion Graham Dott and Action Jackson Page. What a talent he is. Mark Williams doesn't bandy around praise lightly, but he has always rated this guy. Terrific potter, can play at an intimidating pace. When he gets on a roll, he can be deadly. But it's Graham Dott who's won the lag, nearest to the baulk cushion, and he's invited his opponent to get this match underway. Page is still only 22. It feels, Fergal, as though he's been around for a very long time now.
Yeah, exactly. We heard about him even before he turned pro. He had a great reputation as a junior. Again, certainly the crowd are getting noisy. 8 Welsh players coming up tonight. The flags are out as well, so it could be hostile atmosphere for Graham.
I think that's unlikely to faze him. He's been there and done it. He's climbed the mountain to the biggest title in the game. No one can ever take that away from him. As Jimmy mentioned, he's been in 2 other finals at the Crucible. Fantastic player, tigerish competitor, but that is a lovely opening red from the home favourite. Still looking to go deep in a ranking event, and he'd be more than happy to start that this weekend. He's missed the green. Now, what's the damage? He's certainly left something here for Dott. Never been past the round of 16 in a ranking tournament, Jackson Page. 6 times he's got that far, never further.
Yeah, in last year's World Championship, he beat Barry Hawkins. Played magnificent to win 10-70, 10 breaks over 50. It hasn't really kicked on from that.
Yeah, and he finished with 2 big centuries as well, when the pressure was really on. 128, 135 to see off the hawk. Then he got schooled by the man who describes him as his extra son. 13-3.
I'm sure Mark's reminded him of that scoreline many times. But again, the talent is there. Just, we could say about a lot of players, just lacking that little bit of consistency. Again, 22, still so young.
Graham hasn't been in the best of form in recent times, but he's such a competitor that whenever he comes to the table, you know you're in for a match. And he's got a great pedigree in this event. He's been runner-up twice. 2012, when he lost to the aforementioned Hawkins. Runner-up to Michael Giorgio in 2018. He got the better of Sean O'Sullivan in the first round. Looking to do some early damage here.
Yeah, his cue action as well is suited to this format. Just a short backswing. You see somebody like Anthony Hamilton, who's a long flowing backswing, probably struggles a little bit more during the 10 seconds to get the feathers he'd like to get in, whereas Graham short, punchier, and of course add to that good cue ball control.
He's often been embroiled in epic battles, not least when he won the world title against Peter Ebdon, one of the toughest competitors the game has ever seen. But it's a myth to think that Graham Dott is a slow player. He isn't. In fact, he's one of the quicker ones. And he likes to attack. He always goes for his shots.
Yeah, that final probably gave him an unfair reputation.
24.
I think a few seasons after, I felt he improved, got extra confidence, even from winning the world title. Played some of his best snooker.
So far, so good. Terrific opening red from Page, but it immediately went wrong. And it must be said that the lion's share of the matches on this third day so far have been won
30.
resoundingly.
Hit him, Jackson, somebody said. Yeah, if anything, you think with Graham's character, the more they cheer for Jackson or against him, the more determined he'll be to win.
35.
As we've seen the year he won it, when he had that great session against O'Sullivan in the Cruiseman. Certainly not to be intimidated by the crowd's preference.
Well, that was remarkable, wasn't it? He actually whitewashed O'Sullivan 8-0 in the third session of 4 in their semis, which
36.
broke the back of the match for him. O'Sullivan came flying out of the blocks in the evening, but he left himself too much to do. Of course, O'Sullivan did something not dissimilar to Graham Dott when he won his
42.
second world title. He was 5-0 behind and ended up winning 18-8, so 18-3 from 5-0 adrift. Extraordinary.
Yeah, some performance.
Anyway, he's going very nicely here. This is an ominously big lead. Jackson Page powerless to do anything about this
48.
for the time being. Oh, and he's got a plant as well. And that might just be the winning shot. He's played it perfectly. He's nicely on the blue. A heavenward glance from Jackson. I think he knows the game might be up now. When he was asked earlier about the secret to success, the Belgian beast, Julian Leclerc, who of course has just bowed out but made the final last year, said you've got to play with your brain. And I think that Graham Dott very much falls into that category. He's smart, he's wily, he can keep his head under pressure. And that's why he's got such a good record in this tournament. And at the moment, they're flying in very sweetly for him. And even this Welsh crowd,
yeah, he's won the round. They're now cheering for a century.
They're appreciating what they're seeing. This is terrific stuff.
Always had a great bottle as well, Graham. Goes without saying, winning a world title.
Well, I remember a clearance he made right at the back end of that World Championship win against Ebden after Peter had come back at him from a long way down. It was one of the best you'll see. And it basically won him the match. Yeah, just turned the tide back in his favour.
Yeah, he dug it from his boots, to be fair. He was struggling big time. Great clearance.
21.
Could we possibly be on for our second century of this year's shootout? It's going to take something special. No cigar. But a terrific break nonetheless of 72 from the pocket dynamo Graham Dott. Jackson Page didn't really get a look in.